Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Bond, and in this presentation I will share with you some important information about Stage 2 of the SACE. For many students, they see the completion of their SACE, and in particular achieving an ATAR, as their singular goal. But that's not what the SACE is actually about. The final stage of the SACE is about preparing you and giving you a qualification to support you as you move into further education and your career. A chief aim of this level of the SACE is to help you develop skills you can take with you wherever you go, including skills in independent learning, managing complex and competing priorities, and analysing and interpreting information. In Stage 2 of the SACE, you have the opportunity to further specialise into areas of interest and start the transition into your next phase. This diagram would be familiar to you and outlines what you must complete in order to achieve your SACE. In Year 10, you completed the Personal Learning Plan. This year, you are in the process of completing the literacy and numeracy requirements. Most of you have just started your first Stage 2 subject, Research Project. In addition to Research Project, you must complete at least 60 credits, the equivalent of 3 full year subjects, at Stage 2 at a C grade or higher. Most students complete more than 70 Stage 2 credits. Overall, you must achieve a grade in at least 200 credits in order to be awarded your SACE. The SACE is designed to be flexible and recognises that learning occurs both inside and outside the classroom, as well as through SACE subjects, VET, university, TAFE, apprenticeships or traineeships, and community-based learning. When planning your final stage of the SACE, you should have a good idea of the sorts of things you're interested in and where your strengths lie. Try and get as much information as you can about the pathways that interest you so that you can make informed decisions about your learning next year. The SACE board puts a lot of effort into making sure that assessment decisions and results are fair for all students across the state. All teachers grade work using performance standards, which are given in the subject outline and describe in detail the level of achievement required to attain a grade from an A+ to an E- in each subject. The SACE board also has a number of quality assurance processes to ensure that grades are applied consistently for work of comparable quality across the state. These processes include moderation and marking. Moderation involves sending to the SACE board student work that has been graded by their teacher. These grades are then confirmed or adjusted as necessary. Marking student work occurs through the external assessment. 30% of the overall grade for each Stage 2 subject is based on this external assessment, which can be a written or oral examination, investigation, or portfolio of work, depending on the subject. The SACE board allows for special provisions to be applied in some cases to assist students in demonstrating their learning. In addition, modified subjects are available for some students. The process for applying special provisions and modifying subjects is managed through the Learning Centre in partnership with subject teachers and the SACE coordinator, Mrs. Morganti. Many of you are aiming towards receiving an ATAR, an Australian Tertiary Admissions Rank. This is one of the methods universities use to select applicants. It is based on your university aggregate, the sum of results from your best 90 credits of Stage 2 subjects. Your ATAR is a percentile. If you achieve an ATAR of 80, then your university aggregate is in the top 20% of all university aggregates. The highest value for an ATAR is 99.95. After you complete your SACE, you have a number of pathways available to you. You may choose to go to university. To do this, you need to complete at least 90 Stage 2 credits and achieve well enough in these subjects to achieve an ATAR. Some university courses have prerequisite subjects or other conditions of entry. It is your responsibility to familiarise yourself with these and make sure you meet these conditions. You apply for university entry through SATAC in Term 3 of Year 12. You may choose to go to TAFE. Entry requirements and a list of available TAFE courses can be found on their website. You may choose to enter the world of employment and further training. VET courses can count towards your SACE at both Stage 1 and Stage 2. Speak with Mr. Blake if this interests you. Once it's all over, to get your final SACE results, your ATAR and TAFE entrance score, you'll need to head to the SACE Board student portal, Students Online. You should already have login details for this. You now have a whole lot of decisions to make. You do not need to do this in isolation, nor do you need to do it immediately, but do pay attention to the timeline. This will give you the best chance of studying the subjects you choose. Work with your families and your teachers so that your next year sets you up for success, not just in finishing your SACE, but in wherever you choose to go next.